Agent Zero. Change the game.
Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa, whoa! Back with the living legend, Gilbert Arenas. We're going to see your shoes later in the show, but they really are.
Oh, you want to show them now?
They pull them up. Ooh, that's fluffy. That's fluffy.
Sir.
We got Rashad McCants back in the building.
Let's go.
Coordinating with the crowd always.
Oh, man.
Coordination.
Always. Let me go ahead and let y'all know I'm fresh from Bahamas, man. I'm ready to rock.
Oh, you came from the Bahamas?
Fresh from Bahamas, man. I'm a whole new me.
Okay.
Meditated and everything.
We're going to see. We're going to get it going on the show today. And we got the Glance LED ticker making its debut on the show. Shout out to the folks over at Glance. If you want to get one, go to glance-led.com. Use promo code GilsArena, 10% off.
Yes, sir.
And while we're in the promo and mood, we always got to show love to Underdog Fantasy. If you still ain't signed up for Underdog Fantasy, they keep the lights on, they keep this show coming to you on YouTube, so we appreciate them. But make sure you download the app, use promo code GilsArena, and they will match your first deposit up to $100. You can get some bread, Gil.
Yes.
You really hitting.
No, I've been getting smacked. Not even
Still?
Still.
You got to keep it light. 2 or 3 or less. See, my problem is I always go 4 or 5, then somebody will betray me, like Jerry Vanderbilt did last night. We didn't get that steal that I needed.
You got to get the insurance, though. You know, if you do the 5, you got to do the insurance so you just cover your bets.
But then it cuts the bread down.
It does,
Bro,
and I hate
did
that.
3 with insurance, lost all 3.
Oh, shit.
I was like, I need more insurance. I need to insure all 3 of these people. God dang.
Well, we're going to get it back on track. And just a reminder to everybody out there, Gil's Arena is going live starting next Tuesday. April 11th. 11:30 a.m. Pacific.
That's our
2:30
time.
p.m. Eastern. You know you're not doing shit. You're going to be in your lunch break at the West Coast. If you work a normal schedule on the East, you're going to be winding down. Boss is going to be getting on your nerves at this point. Go ahead, pull it up on the phone, put the AirPods in, watch the show. We appreciate you.
A lot of y'all just YouTubing anyway.
Yeah.
Watch it whenever you got time. But before we get into the important stuff, I got a quick one for y'all, and this comes from Reddit, so I just need to get your opinion on it. A woman went on a date with a dude to a restaurant. Now, she likes to dip her food in ranch dressing, but the restaurant didn't have ranch dressing, so she dipped to a local convenience store, grabbed her a bottle of ranch, came back to the restaurant. I'm not really, but the dude on the date wasn't feeling it, let her know about it. So I need your opinions. Is she a keeper or a creeper?
The keeper. Ranch is amazing.
Well, you said that was a girl or?
So the girl on the date did it. She likes to dip her food in ranch, understandably.
Are you trolling me?
No. Why does this happen to you?
You ain't never had ranch? You ain't never had ranch?
No, this is a Kwame Brown thing.
What?
No, swear to God. Are y'all trolling me?
No.
That's not a
bullshit.
It's his situation?
Yes, he wait, are you serious?
This came from Reddit. Did this happen to him?
Yes, he went to a French restaurant. They didn't have French dressing, and he went and got French dressing from another place and came back and had his French dressing. And he used to wear like a fanny pack with French dressing in it all the time. Like, are y'all sure y'all?
Are you serious?
All that tells me is y'all need to end the beef, Gil.
No, I'm just saying that I really thought you was trolling me.
No, this came from Reddit. This was actually a real thing.
He does not
Promise.
carry
The rest of them.
Oh, because I call him a female too, so I thought that was trolling. My bad, y'all. I thought he was trolling me. Okay.
But in this particular case,
Bro, you do not play fair.
I don't care if she wants French dressing, she gets some French.
ranch.
My bad, y'all. Stop. This is innocent. It's innocent. Ranch.
In the beef.
If she wants ranch, then she goes somewhere else and get ranch. That's fine with me.
Okay.
Ranch
What's gonna happen after? That's all I care about. When is ranch meal kicking in?
Hey, for real.
When is drink money kicking in, sweetheart?
I want to know if it was Hidden Valley or not.
That's if it was like Wishbone, whatever the other one.
You gotta go. She gotta go.
Craft,
If it's
acceptable.
No, sir. Some people are really picky about like dressings. They have, and some places just don't have good stuff.
I used to go to Hooters in my college days. They used to do Wing Wednesdays. We were starving college students, but they would overcharge for the ranch.
Yes.
So we would go ahead.
Bring your own?
Yeah. And I heard stories about your teammate, Brendan Haywood, when he was at North Carolina. He used to go to Burger King. He didn't want to pay for the cheese, so he would just get the Whopper, no cheese, bring it to the crib, put the cheese on the Whopper.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True story.
Really?
From the legend Brian Morrison, UNC
Like it's serious. Like
Unbelievable.
Come on.
Come on. Ranch, though.
Teammates do weird things. Juan Dixon used to bring his own sheets.
Bed
To the hotel?
Bed sheets on the hotel.
Honestly, I could
He
get
used to
down
bring
with
his
that.
own because he liked his thread versus the. He said my thread count is 800 and above.
Man, that's immaculate. It's an immaculate thread
100
count
above. My
right there.
skin-
You know they be doing like the black light on, and you see. I just don't trust the hotels to change the sheets enough.
And
Like,
he
the
brings his own
sheets
toilet paper.
Then
What?
He brings his own toilet paper, his own sheets.
They do be having some cheap ass toilet paper.
they always got the one ply, which you would think.
Yeah, you got it. It's wipes now, though. You got to have wipes. You know what I'm saying? You don't
No. You see the vision. Baby wipes go a long way, guys. I'm gonna give you that little tidbit. I'm sure a lot of y'all use it already.
And
Don't
that-
look down on it. If you
Don't give them that credit. Don't give them that
ranch
credit.
story was a real one. It wasn't a troll. I just thought you was trolling me. Just so we can
good.
clear the air.
Clear the air. Okay.
Yeah, we're trying to have a mediation. We want to get everybody together. Okay?
I just came from a meditation treat, Gil. You can't be bringing
I
this
didn't.
negative energy.
He's telling me the story. I'm like, wait, hold on. If people think I'm bullshitting, go to Sally Jenkins' story on Kwame Brown 2001. And you will read that in there. Trust me, it's right there. So y'all don't think I'm trolling.
Honestly, yeah, bringing the dressing with you, I cannot knock. I think that's a good move. That young woman wanted to go get her some dressing. She paid for it. She brought it back. The restaurant was hating, though. No outside food. That's why you got to be discreet.
Hey, they've been doing the hot sauce. People carry hot sauce
Yeah.
all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
serious.
Ain't nothing different about
They
that.
try to hit you with Tabasco sometimes. It's like, I can't. Out of Tabasco. Do better. I fuck with the Cholula, though, when they got that. At least have the Cholula on deck, too. But talking about food, we got to talk about a lot of dudes that been cooking around the association. So let's show them some love with hibachi time.
Here we go. Cook it up.
I just got Baron on my ear said that was an A+ segue, so I just want everybody at home. I'm working on the segue. I see y'all comments, I see y'all slander, and it's gonna make me better, all right? I don't take any of it personal
Thanks.
because I'm getting a bag from Underdog.
Hey.
All right, but first let's start, and Rashad, I know you get a little annoyed when we talk about these Lakers, but we gotta talk about these Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron Raymond James Sr., 37 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds in the game winner versus the Jazz. Started out a little tough fourth quarter, eerily similar to that Celtics game. He drove for the layup, tricked it. Lakers fans was a little nervous. But let's look at Bronovan. Really out here getting it.
Bronovan.
He really did his thing. And he turned it up in OT, dropping 9 points, like I said, including that game winner. Look at that. Oh,
Don't look like nothing wrong with that damn ankle.
here we
to
go.
me.
Look at that clutch
Okay.
game winner.
Okay.
Another game winner to add to his resume.
So why ain't he doing this every time?
He do this.
Like every time.
He averaging 30 something.
No, like in the clutch. I need this every time in the clutch. Give me the ball, I'm going to get a foul or I'm going to get a bucket. Why is he not doing it throughout his career?
We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm getting upset with that. Man.
It's too late to get upset.
It's too late.
During his post-game interview, LeBron's teammates paid homage to the king.
You can make shots offensively. You got to be able to get stops down the stretch, especially when you're playing against teams that's been scoring. So we had to get stops, and we did that.
Exquisite goat noises. Shout out to D'Angelo Russell, who led the charge. The rest of his teammates who followed suit.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
I know. Listen,
It's kind of weird.
I don't mean to throw like gasoline on the fire, but I know one thing for sure. Jordan has never got those sounds from his teammates.
Yeah.
I don't think they can make those type of sounds.
I don't think they even thought about it.
I don't think as a man,
Were
I
they
don't think
saying-
yeah, that doesn't feel natural. As a
Were they
man
saying
to
goat
do
at that point, though? Were they making...
Yeah, that's the goal.
Okay.
I sounded like a
goat.
sheep to me.
It's the goal.
Sounded like a little, sounded
that
like
goat,
sheep
it sound
to me.
like-
It didn't sound like no damn goat. It sounded like a bunch of sheep out there. Like, yeah, LeBron, look, he deserve the praise. You know what
From
I'm
his
saying?
teammate, yes.
Yes, for sure. They love him out there. They know what he brings to the table.
So let's talk about these Lakers, though. 7-1 in their last 8 games. They're in the midst of a 5-game road trip. Ends tonight against the Clippers in LA, but they are 4-0 on this road trip. But we got to talk about LeBron and his time with the Lakers. First 4 seasons, I'm going to give you year by year. Missed the playoffs, 2019. One, what some would say was the hardest championship in NBA history, no home court advantage in 2020. Lost in the first round to the Suns 2021, missed the playoffs 2022, and now we're here. So people always talk about how everything affects LeBron's legacy. So how does this postseason affect LeBron's Laker legacy?
Oh, you lucky you worded it that way.
Yeah.
Laker legacy.
I already know.
He brung a championship, right? He brung one, right?
But as a wise man said, one is so close to none.
A one don't
But
count.
it's almost
or that one don't fucking
it's,
count.
it's close to two too.
Are you a bubble denier?
I am. Pop that fucking bubble. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and bring this motherfucker.
Woo.
Pop
You
that
brung your
motherfucker.
daughter's wand.
This is my wand. This is
What the hell you have a wand for? Oh my God, we got Harry Potter.
don't ask me. Don't ask me what Harry Potter
We
do.
got the black Harry Potter.
We do magic out here, and that motherfucking bubble, we gon' pop that
What's our
motherfucker back.
bubble, man? That's the championship.
Yes.
1 win, 4 years, bunch of injuries. I mean,
Don't make no excuses.
no, I'm saying, what are we comparing it to?
I mean, LeBron and what the expectation was. When
What was
he
the
came to Lakers.
expectations? Win a championship.
Win multiple.
Who said multiple?
He did
Win.
when he got there.
Oh, he still got time then until he's gone.
Oh shit!
Until he's gone, right?
But-
you see that little smirk on his face?
I said until he's
You
gone.
see that
He
little
got
smirk
one.
on that face?
It just,
Let's talk about this season. What do the Lakers need to do for it to be considered a good season? They started 2-10. Everybody remembers they're going to be the first team with a 2-10 start to make the postseason. So already,
We talking about play-in, right? Like if they can get out of the play-in tournament and stay into the contention of just being a playoff team, I consider it a success. But if they go into the play-in and they lose, this is what, 2 straight seasons? That affects the legacy as him as a Laker,
as a Laker.
right? So it's like the first year you didn't get it, second year you got it. And like everybody don't want to say it's an asterisk beside that bubble. I do, even though he could consider it the hardest one that he's gotten outside of the 2016 one.
Yeah.
I say, if you can give us something else outside of the bubble, now I can consider that being a part of the biggest legacy that we've ever seen, right? Because his storyline this year is so outrageous, even with Bronny coming up and all this stuff. So if he can end it with a championship, we talk about a whole different dynamic of levels, right? But then if he lose, and he don't make it, we like, well, what was all this for? What was all this talk for? It's like 73-9 season with the Warriors. Y'all did all this to be right back down here to losing. Like, it don't make sense, and I think that LeBron ain't gonna allow that to happen.
It's no different than his regular legacy. What does he have to gain, right? At this point, with his regular legacy, no one's gonna put him in front of Jordan. So people saying anything he does right now affects it. No, it's not, because you're not gonna put him at 3.
Right.
Right? There's no close third to him being second. When it comes to the Laker legacy, right? Magic, Kareem, Kobe, Shaq, multiple 4 or 5 rings.
Yep.
LeBron, the best he can be is 5.
Yep.
Right? 5. Was he at 6 right now? I don't.
what, rings?
No, just
in terms of
just for
Lakers?
Lakers.
Yeah. He got
I mean,
5, 6.
it's hard to say just because of the limited time frame and
I know,
the
but that's
tail
what
end
I'm
of his
saying.
career.
So I
you
look
can't
at-
compare him to Magic. You can't compare him to Kobe. You can't really compare him to Shaq.
Well, do you put Jerry West and Elgin Baylor, and do you put those guys up there too?
Elgin was a bad. I mean, everybody says Euro step, not realizing Elgin Baylor was doing it. And even some people were like, oh, well, the Euros were doing it over. It's like, nah. My pops was even like, yeah, we was doing this back in the day. We just called it a side step.
There you go.
But you know how it goes.
And do you put Wilt in there too? Like, do you
How many
like,
championships he has?
Wilt
One?
got 2?
I think two.
Two, he has 2
yep,
over there.
yep.
But that's what I'm saying. So he,
No, I don't know if it's with the Lakers,
he
though.
has an uphill battle anyway.
Anyway.
So it's not like his legacy would be affected, because really he doesn't have a Laker legacy.
Well, okay, let's think about the legacy we talk about. There's the social legacy, which is the new media, the new fan, and then there's the hooper basketball player legacy. And I think those are 2 dynamics that we gotta explore. You say the players are going to have the utmost respect for the body of work that LeBron put in.
Mm-hmm.
And over the span of the years that he's played, it's like it's undeniable not to put him up at the top 5. You know what I'm saying? But then
Of all time?
Of all time, top
2.
5.
2 or 1?
Just from my
That is-
perspective.
yeah.
But then you look at the new media, the new fan. This is all they've been seeing for the last 15 years. So it's like LeBron is all they know. They don't even want to go back and compare him to the older players because it's like comparing NBA YoungBoy and Lil Durk to Jay-Z and Nas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it ain't even worth it.
It's really unfair. It's all unfair. The rules, everything. Like even moving forward now with the mid-season tournament, that changes the next generation's legacies, right? Because that's going to be awards that are going to be given that are not accounted for now.
I got a mid-season chip.
Yeah, I got a mid-season G. What the fuck is that? Like, I got a mid-season.
Do you
know what I
do
mean?
a parade? What do you do?
So that's going to be this new generation going forward that they're going to have awards that wasn't even given to, so someone's going to be using those stats as GOAT stats. Yeah, I got 7 mid-season championships. I got 2 full-season championships. Like, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
But just to play devil's advocate, they use All-Star games as a barometer. And my thing with All-Star games is always like, who had the best half season, right? Who were the top players? Obviously, All-NBA is a better metric to who had the best season.
But see, the reason All-Star is this thing is because there's a visual.
Yeah.
We get to go there, we get to watch, we
Yes.
get to be a part of it.
Yes.
So worldwide, All-Star looks great on your resume. For a player, right, it's all NBA.
Yep.
One is top 24, one is top 15, right? So there's players that didn't make the All-Star game, but they was all NBA players, right?
That's weird.
I was technically, I was one of them.
But did make the
I didn't. I wasn't originally voted in.
Okay.
Right. I was a sub replacement, and then I made second team. Right. And then Rod Strickland didn't make it. He made second team. So there's players. So like All-Star is fan favorite and coach's favorite.
Okay, yeah.
But that All NBA, that's
Hooper.
That's Hooper.
Yeah.
So when I see like 12 All-Stars, 1 All NBA,
Yeah.
Yeah.
man, you gotta.
So really, it's like All-Star is the type of season that you're having.
Team success.
Yeah.
Your fan favorite. If your team's number 1, they pick 3 players. You can be the 3rd player averaging 12 and 4. And they're like, oh, yeah, come on along, you're an all-star. Like, fuck no.
The Atlanta Hawks. Kyle Korver, Millsap, all
Sure
those
they got
guys.
smacked.
Yeah, the fuck is wrong with y'all?
It was a feel-good story.
Yeah.
It was a good season. Well, it's a good season because if you're playing at a all-star caliber as a team, the players inside of that makes the team go are going to be considered all-stars, just with the Detroit Pistons. When they had Tayshaun, Rip, John C. and Sheed, all, you know what I'm saying?
That was the reason I got.
Team success. You know what I'm saying?
That's the reason
It's just what it is sometimes.
I like if it's a middle of the season award, you shouldn't use team success, right? Because that's what the All NBA is for. Like when you're talking about putting the best product out there, it should be the best players in the NBA.
100%.
Not the best players on good teams, right? Oh, this is a feel-good story. We put in this guy in. No, it should be it's all-star. It's an event.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling everybody that you want this game to be played harder. Then put the best crop out there. Stop just pulling motherfuckers because they got the number 1 team and you pulling these sorry-ass guys into it. They're just fucking happy to be there, right? They're just happy to do They sitting there fanboying it. Just fucking fanboying it.
It's TV though. If you think about it, it's TV and entertainment because it's boring to see the same great players make the same list every single year.
But they don't.
Most of the time,
Trae Young didn't make the All-Star.
Oh, well, you are.
Averaging 29 and 10. That like shit like that.
Yeah.
Put the best crop out there.
Yep.
Let them battle. The end of the season, that's when winning and all this actually matters to those awards.
But what if it's too many of them? I think that's been the thing. It's been too many good players. Like we was talking about it. How do you take him out and then put him in? But they both deserve it. They both deserve it, but there ain't enough slots.
No, both make it because there's somebody who's not there. There's someone on the team that shouldn't be there.
Right.
There's someone always. There's going to be at least 3 players on that team that All-Star. When the fuck did you make an All-Star? Motherfucker made an All-Star averaging 12 and 5.
And with the new CBA, the All-NBA team is going to be positionless. So it feels like
That's interesting.
But
That feels like there's going to be some cheating.
yeah, it's going to be some interesting. But you're going to have 5 point guards. I mean,
They're not going to do. But
would
they're
never
not going to do that.
You know what I mean?
Like the only thing I want to see is they need to show us how they vote for All-Star, right? It's just we should be able to see the metrics on how are you voting for an All-Star, right? Let's see the metrics so everyone can actually understand the pickings of it.
Yeah.
Because let's say you're averaging 29, I'm averaging 29, you're averaging 29, we're all guards,
Yep.
right? Only 2 of us gonna make it. And then they're gonna bring in someone who's in another position, like a power forward, who's topping he's averaging 20 and 7.
Yep.
He might have a worse record than you.
Absolutely.
And he's putting you in, and they're taking you out, putting you in. Then they're gonna add the guy who's on the number 1 team, so we gotta figure out how to put him in. Like, that's that bullshit right there.
I think the fans have like 50% of the vote. So already, if you're in a small market, chips are stacked against
I asked a question to one of the homies. I'm like, all right,
for the starters.
all NBA, how do you leave Joker, Embiid, or Giannis out of the first team? And it's like you said, positionless. They all 3 got to make it.
That's why they're doing it.
Yeah, they all 3 got to make it. And then it's like, what 2 guards are going to be in? It's like,
No, they slick as shit. They're gonna make one a center. Oh no, this is
Positionless, so-
No. Oh wait, this one counts as
No,
positionless?
next year.
So all they're gonna do is put all 3 in. Damn.
yeah, yes.
Can't.
That was
Wait.
the conversation. It's like, damn, you got to put all 3 of them in because they're the top 3 MVP candidates, and their numbers.
They don't do that shit anyway.
That's the reason they're going to
That's why
change it.
Embiid's been getting screwed.
He has. That's why I told
So-
my homie, I'm like, Embiid hasn't made any of these teams. So this year, it's like,
Wait,
if
he didn't even
doesn't
make
it-
second team last year? I mean, he didn't even make first team last year?
No,
And he was
didn't make
runner
first-
up?
He didn't make first team last year.
How are you runner up?
That's where the conundrum comes in. What is
That's why
going on?
positionless should fix it, but now somebody, as all these things happen,
So
somebody's
you
gonna
have
end up
to, so
getting guys.
let's pretend it's next year. This year. You have those 3 in first team, which they all 3 deserve.
Yep.
And then what?
I said Dame. I said I'm throwing Dame in there, and y'all throw whoever y'all want in there. Just because I can't
But you gotta
leave
remember,
Dame
it's
out.
winning. It's winning.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I can't leave Dame out regardless
65
of
games
I-
minimum too, so it's gonna be.
It's-
But what I'm saying,
changes
but I'm
everything.
just saying, because his team is not even in it, what's the other 2 players?
Steph is one. Then they said Donovan Mitchell
So Donovan Mitchell, Steph, and then the 3 bigs.
or Tatum.
Curry and Tatum, and then the 3 bigs.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, last year's team:
bad.
Devin Booker, Luka, Tatum, Giannis, Joker. So obviously Embiid was the odd man out there, but now you put those 3 in.
And we leaving Luka out based on record, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
As I
saying?
said, it's just a weird thing, but positionless is cool because I mean I guess this has opened up their eyes about because it's really hard that these guys have been fighting for MVP the whole year, and it's going to go down to like when we hear who it is, we're all going to be like, okay, I mean,
Yeah.
So you're talking about the other 2 aren't first team? Get the fuck out of here.
Not a chance.
That's going to be.
That's wild. But let's talk about this Western Conference playoff hunt. We got that full screen coming. And we're going to talk about these Lakers. So the way it shakes out right now, Lakers are the 7, Clippers the 6, Warriors the 5th. Phoenix right now at 4. Denver, Memphis, Sac. Memphis and Sac, there's still some games to be played, some potential shenanigans that could happen. I think if Memphis wins tonight, they pretty much wrapped up the second seed. But let's talk about these Lakers. If the Lakers win their next 3 games, which is a big if, they are guaranteed the 5th seed and a likely meeting against the Suns. Now, they got a back-to-back tonight against the Clippers. They played overtime last night. Still uncertainty if, LeBron, AD, D-Lo, what's going to happen with that crew. But I want to ask both of y'all, if you're the Lakers and you had to pick between the 5th seed against the Suns or going into the play-in with a chance to face either the Grizzlies or the Nuggets, what you doing?
And right now I'm playing very well. We're playing as a unit. Everyone's healthy. Also, Phoenix Suns is healthy. They're playing great as a unit. I'll rather stay in the 7th seed thinking I'm going to face Grizzlies or Sac. I will actually take the chance. I will actually take the chance to stay in that 7th seed.
Yeah.
Or if I can get in the 6th seed and play.
It'd be Sacramento. I think the thing is, and that's why I asked this question, it feels like there's going to be some collusion and some shenanigans between the Clippers and Warriors to not let the Lakers get that 6th seed. Because if it's Lakers Sac, all bets are off.
Yes, and that's what I will be doing too.
So you trying to go into the play-in?
Because that's the other issue.
If I'm going in the play-in, can you pull that back up, please?
So standings right now, if you're the Lakers in the play-in.
If I go in the play-in, I'll be playing Minnesota?
No, you play New Orleans at home.
Yeah.
But you're playing.
And if you lose that game, you're playing the loser of Minnesota
Yeah, so
Thunder at home.
I'd rather play New Orleans. I'd rather play New Orleans to keep the 7th spot to guarantee me playing Memphis or Sac versus jumping to the 5th seed to play
the Suns?
Another team that's playing very well right now. That's the Western Conference Finals.
But here's my problem with it. You're playing extra games, right? The risk of the team or someone going down in the play-in compared to you already having momentum enough to go match up against this type of team and beat them. With the momentum that you got right now, they're playing well, they're healthy. Why risk going into the play-in for someone to go down and then have an excuse to actually might win that play-in to get in and then face somebody that's got their energy, they've been rested, they're just watching y'all go ahead and scrap. Y'all going for scraps. I think the Lakers go for the 5th, face the Suns, and beat their ass.
So here's the problem, though. So not only you got to beat the Suns now, but you're likely going to be facing the Nuggets in the next round. Where if you take that 7th, which again is a big if, this is all hypotheticals.
You play a bunch of bullshit.
You get Grizzlies, but you're going to have it should be Kings Warriors or Kings Clippers. Yeah. You're playing one of those two teams. It's a harder road.
Remember what we talked about?
It's an easier word.
No, I'm saying it's a harder road to go that Suns route. But if you beat the Suns, Nuggets, and then whoever they throw at you in the Western Conference Finals, I don't think anybody can question.
I heard a bunch of whatever you want to call it, sheep, goats, and all that shit, right? If I'm hearing that, LeBron shouldn't be sweating at all about going against the Suns, going against Denver. I want all the smoke.
Cool.
It's playoff time. It's my legacy's on the line, all-time scoring leader, all of this stuff. Everything is in his favor. Bring him on. Why go down here and play with the scrums just to prove that I'm ducking smoke? Let's not duck the smoke. I want KD first round, I'm going to knock him out. Knock him out.
Lost.
Let's knock him out.
Lost.
Right? Then we're going to go up against Joker, and AD going to show up, knock him out.
You didn't think this one through. That Sun series is going to be 7 games, which is an extra game anyway for them.
I thought you was a Laker fan.
I am.
Huh?
I'm smart.
Huh?
7 games. That Sun series is going 7.
It's not.
7.
It's not.
Do you know Suns 8-0, right?
They are.
Yeah.
They playing well.
They're playing better than the Lakers.
Is KD the same KD
Yes.
that knocked LeBron and them off with the 2 MVPs? He the same guy that he was with the Warriors? He's not the same guy, right?
But he don't have the same team either.
Right. So does LeBron look like he's a little bit better, stronger, faster?
Nope.
Right? He got enough pieces around him with the trade. I'm like, all right. Remember, if we go back in the footage, I said if we can get the Lakers to the 5th, I trust them getting to the Western Conference Finals.
But look at the road. What I'm saying is they're going to get their ass beat up physically.
Yes.
All the way. By the time they even get to the championship, they're going to be exhausted.
Yeah.
I'd rather you play in a playing game against New Orleans. That ain't no play. That's a practice game.
It's too risky.
That's a practice game.
But
And then I'm going to play. I'm going to play a 5-game series against whoever. That's only 6 games versus a guaranteed 7.
So you think Lakers?
And then 7 again? That's 14 games.
Lakers Grizzlies would only go. You got Lakers in 5 against the Grizzlies.
5.
What about against the Kings?
5.
Come on, Gil. You reaching.
Spicy.
5 against Sac and 5 against.
I wanted to say 4, but the NBA got to like stretch the shit up a little bit.
They got to stretch it.
So
It's got to
5.
go 6.
Go 5.
And that's a lot of
So think
wear
about
and tear.
that's either 10 games or 11 games versus a guaranteed 14 games.
I don't trust Darvin to be able to manipulate strategies in those early games to be able to say, all right, if I'm Denver, I'm looking at how they play in these play-in games, and we're seeing how they play playoff basketball. That gives us extra time to scout, extra time to form our schemes, other than him coming in, beating up the first 2 teams that he hits, boom, boom. We got the Suns out of there, we get Denver out of there, we smooth sailing.
But it took you 14 games to get both of them teams out.
Right.
I'd rather go here, let Denver and Suns battle it out, let them fight for 7 games, and then say, hey, you ready for this war? You already done patched up. You done already been patched up. It's like you want to fight Mike Tyson first round.
No,
I want to fight him 12th.
We talking 12 games. We talking 12 games compared to 14, then, right? Because we talking about you saying Lakers in 5, Lakers in 5 again.
Yeah, 5, 10
and
games.
The 1 play-in game, so that's
1
11.
playing is 11.
So, and then you're talking about 7-7. I don't think it's gonna go 7-7 though. That's tough. That's a tough.
And I do not want to battle Joker. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about, look who. Okay, so match it up like this. Who does LeBron have to guard on New Orleans?
Brandon Ingram.
Okay, right?
They probably put Vando on Ingram. No,
Okay,
so.
now.
Think so?
Now think about it. If they play Sac, who does LeBron have to guard?
Barnes.
Who?
Harrison Barnes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Easy cakewalk.
Okay, if he plays against Memphis, who does he have to play against?
Probably.
Exactly.
Brooks.
Okay.
Probably
How about
Brooks.
LeBron? How about Anthony Davis? Who he got to play against in Memphis?
Jaren Jackson.
Exactly. So why would I want LeBron playing against Kevin Durant first round? Right? First round, Kevin Durant.
Vanderbilt is going to take Durant.
Huh?
Vanderbilt take KD.
Vanderbilt will
Okay.
take KD.
At some point, switch.
LeBron will take Shamit. If Shamit,
Probably.
or no, Josh Kobe.
And then round 2,
Is-
Anthony Davis
is-
got to guard who?
Joker.
Yeah.
You don't trust that?
No, I don't want my man beat. No, you gonna
I
play
think
against
Joker is already depleted. I think he's tired. I think Joker's too tired.
no,
And
I
I
think
think
he's
that's why
saving
they've lost every year is because the way he's played during the season, he burns out at the end.
I think he's saving himself for that extra boost.
Nah, he ain't never did it.
Yeah.
He ain't never saved himself for that.
I don't like-
we
I-
ain't never seen it. That's why I don't trust it.
I'm going to this. I want to play New Orleans, 1 game. 1 against 1 game, New Orleans.
Who's the backup for Denver though? If you get Joker in foul trouble, LeBron and AD get him in foul.
Thomas Bryant right now.
Who's
former
there?
Laker.
Who is there? Who are they going to depend on to take them over the top if we get Joker in foul trouble all 4 games?
This man played too much defense, bro.
I'm just saying.
I'm saying
Players
Dwight Howard's
like
not
us,
here.
man, scorers, we don't get in foul trouble. That's the one thing we're not doing.
So
okay?
you know, so
I'd rather give you a bucket.
So we're giving up buckets.
Yes.
But the Lakers.
Do one of these. Come
The infamous. Come on, man. You gotta rotate.
And just for the record, no 7 or 8 seed has ever won an NBA championship. So just keep that in mind. You know, the Lakers could. Yeah, no 2 and 10 team.
That's
we
a
gonna-
fun
no,
fact.
No 2 and 10 team has made the playoffs. No
We
team
gonna
that started 2 and 10.
listen, we going but it's a better road. It's a better road. Even
You mean an easier road?
better.
Don't say
easier.
better road.
Even at the 6 seed.
Less traffic.
Less traffic.
Less traffic on
even
the
at
road.
Carpool lane.
6 seed, same way.
Yeah.
Easier road.
And that, I mean, even the
Just
Warriors
as
talked about that.
five is the hardest road. Being 6 or 7 is the easiest road.
Doesn't that give all the Laker fans the ammunition and the energy they need to go into playoff, though? If you see them at 5 compared to the 2-10 start, all the expectations,
it sounds
all the
good
things.
going into the playoffs, but then you got to go see KD and the Suns.
And
to
in
start
their
it.
home court advantage.
TV, must see TV.
Let's
Watch.
Great ratings.
Let's watch.
This man want to fight Mike Tyson. First round championship.
Buster Douglas.
Nah, give me a couple practices first. Let me go ahead, box. I'll see you in a minute, but let me go ahead and get my little shit together first. Yeah, I'll be there in a minute.
So let's talk about these Warriors. We got to talk about Steph. You know, we talked last week. We were talking about playoff matchups. Didn't mention Steph because you know Steph is always going to deliver. He delivered last night, 34 points against the Thunder.
Where's the defense, man? Good Jesus.
They there.
So they
trying.
They trying, man.
Lord. Ooh. I ain't seen that little package
wrong
in a
with him?
while.
Steph doing his
Come
thing. So
on,
Steph has
man.
scored, gone over 30 in 3 of the last 4 games. Warriors still got their road struggles, but they are 6-2 in their last 8 games. It seems like it's a team we're talking about, but this is the defending champion here. So are the Warriors the most slept on team in the West?
Listen, if I ever said anything bad about Steph, man, I'm sorry. God damn. Year after year, man. God.
He do it, don't he? He do it, don't he?
I mean, averaging close to 30.
Like, I'm sorry, but God.
He do it.
I know there's a lot of other great stories in the league, but this is the defending champion here. And I know they've been absolutely trash on the road, but that's not a
Man,
squad
that
you
man
wanna
is
see in the
good, man. God damn, I'm
He can't
sorry,
do it by
man.
himself, though. He can't do it by himself,
But this
man.
team has shown that they can turn it up and they know how to play playoff basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right now they're the 5th. I think they're going to finagle their way to the 6th, keep that King series like Draymond was talking about.
Because they don't want to play. They don't want to play against Kevin Durant first round.
Yeah, I know they don't. I know they don't. Because that's a dream come true for KD.
So Lakers will lose the night, right?
Most likely.
But who the Suns play?
Let me pull it up. Suns are against the Nuggets tomorrow.
They're gonna lose.
What do you think? The Suns will lose to the Nuggets?
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Me either. I think
Nuggets.
the Suns pull that
We're gonna
out.
talk about this Nuggets squad later.
I'm just saying that you don't want to be. Nobody wants
Yeah.
to be 5th.
Right.
So if the Lakers lose, I gotta lose too.
I don't think the Suns give a shit if they're 4th or 5th.
No, I don't think the Suns give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Golden State.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
Lakers lose, Golden State, they want to lose too.
They're going to mirror it.
It's gonna be. We gonna see who can out lose each other.
I ain't never heard of niggas going, we got to lose.
We
this
gotta lose.
one.
Oh, they won. God damn it.
Damn it. Sub
Steph, you got to
them
sit.
in.
All right, so let's talk about some good news on the Warriors. A bright spot. Andrew Wiggins missed nearly 2 months. He was dealing with a personal issue. The internet went wild, made a bunch of false accusations. On this very show, I think a few weeks ago, we told him what it was. It was a family issue. It wasn't the shit that they were hearing out there. We didn't snitch. We kept it very, very broad out of respect for Andrew Wiggins and his family. Now we found out that it was an issue with his father that had him away from the team. But he was back with the team Tuesday night. First time on the bench, he was in street clothes, but he got a standing ovation from the crowd. So for y'all two, obviously being expert hoopers, former NBA players, considering all the time that Wiggins has missed, what are your expectations for him in this postseason?
Consistency. When you think about his career so far, it's weird, right? It's weird how consistent he's been, but he's been called like an underachiever.
Yep.
He's been guaranteed every year 18 to 21 points, and we've looked at him like this man's trash.
Yep.
Right? I don't know why.
Number 1 pick, that's why.
But still.
Expectations.
I mean, it was one of those. I'm like, he ain't no 27 and type guy, but he's been solid. So I expect him to be solid.
Well, I look at, let me go ahead and pull my thing out again. Always predicted that Wiggins would be the guy that come in and just do what the team needs, right? So now, I never really agree with Kendrick Perkins, with shit he be saying, but he said some shit the other day that made sense. Like, it's not enough time for him to come in and be an impact player offensively that he needs to be. You don't have enough time with the team, knock the rust off. But what he can do is take over what Iggy was doing, giving that defensive presence, guard guys. At least you still got your physicality. You can move and you ain't got to be hitting shots. You ain't got to do what's needed, be the Kuminga, run the floor, get the easy buckets, offensive rebound. I think that added to what they got now allows Steph not to really depend on giving the ball away to extra guys trying to get him in the rhythm and just depend on the team just having a defensive presence now. Because what's the one thing they lacked?
Defense.
Defense, right? So now going into a team versus Phoenix, you got Wiggins that can actually throw another body at KD. That's, enough length, athleticism that can affect them, not necessarily neutralize them, but give another body some more energy, but then also on the other end, run the floor, give you a couple buckets, may give you 16, 15, you know what I'm saying? I like Wiggins in that side.
I agree. So for sure. So how long do you think it's going to take him to get the offensive side of his back? Seems like defensive side is a little bit easier to get back. A playoff series, two, we're not going to see him,
Like when you're talking about playoffs, little spurts here and there will help. Scoring 10 in one quarter or 10 and a half, maybe having 18 one game. He'll probably pull out a 20 in the second round or something. When you're talking about the playoffs and you're playing series, someone needs to step up every game, right? You can't depend on Curry being excellent 5 games, 7 games, but a 4 game. You can't expect it, right? So if someone can come in and fill a void for even 10 minutes of a game, that's all he just needs to fill voids when he sees Steph is tired or Steph is out or Poole's having trouble. Just, be aggressive enough to fill those voids, and that's really all he needs to do in this run.
And like you did say, Joe, like it is kind of tough for you offensively to try to get that stride when you got Poole, who's in stride. Clay's still trying to find his openings where he can get his stride going and what he can do. And you got other guys that's just out there waiting for their opportunities. Then you got Wiggs come in, and it's like if you throw an expectation on him right away to be offensively, compatible with everybody else, it's gonna be difficult for his mind. Because now it's like, oh, I miss a couple shots here and there, and they're disappointed. The fans are like, oh, we expected more. Don't throw an expectation on him right away. Give him an opportunity to gel, mix. I give it one series. If they can get through one series, the second series, he can be more of a factor.
All right, so now let's move to the Eastern Conference. This MVP race seems like it's taking shape. Joker's kind of dropped down a few notches. Embiid moved to the forefront with this 52-piece that he put on the Celtics last night. Ooh. Shot 80% from the field, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks.
Ooh, he gave them the McDonald's work.
In the win.
And they threw in 2 extra nuggets.
They still chasing the Celtics for the 2 seed. It looks like they're not going to get it, but I think if you're an all-star voter in your mind and you see a performance like this.
Oh, my Lord.
He looked like he won it. MVP'd, as they called him.
Oh, my goodness, man. Who's stopping that?
No, but hey, that's that Boston Celtics, that small ass I said it, right? I said they ain't got nobody in the back line. You got an old ass Al Horford who ain't athletic.
You did.
So, Embiid joined Wilt and Kareem as the only centers in NBA history with at least 3 50-point games in a season. Obviously, Wilt averaged 54 seasons, so he had a few more, but that's some elite company to be in. After the game, Doc Rivers had this to say. MVP race is over. The man just scored half our points in an NBA game. I'm biased, but the MVP race is over. So, Gil, I know you wasn't feeling Embiid like a week or so ago, but did this performance lock up the MVP for Embiid?
Yes, it did, and I think Philly fans need to apologize to me. They really need to apologize because exactly what I said is what he did. I said, he's averaging 31, 33, and I think that's lazy.
Yep.
He is the most dominant and skilled big man in this game, and no one can stop him. So why isn't he averaging 40? No one can stop this man. What is Boston rank in defense?
Let me pull it up.
Top,
Give me 1 second.
Top 4?
Top 5 at least.
Top 5, right?
No, we're talking about defense. Sorry, they're in my
Defense.
ear right now.
2?
Let me see their
I
defensive
think
rating.
Cleveland up there. Cleveland up there.
Boston's 4 right, or tied for third in defensive
So they're
rating.
tied for third, and he just gave them a 50-piece McNugget meal, and they gave him 2 extra nuggets, and he gave them a 50-piece. Now you tell me, why hasn't he really just taken over this whole season? Why hasn't he went into Kobe mode? When Kobe averaged that 30-something, that James Harden mentality he had that year, that's Embiid. No one can stop this man. And that's why I said he's lazy, because this is 52 is what I see him doing. No one can stop him, and that's why I made that comment.
I mean, he had that crazy stretch in March where he was going, I think it was like 7 or 8 straight 30-point games.
30s. Ooh, you like that kind of stuff. But when I'm saying
Real talk, no,
when I'm saying he's a 40
Yeah.
guy, he's a 40 and 20, he's a 40 and 17. No one can guard him, period. So I was saying, and the Philly guy ain't hit me back since he's seen it. I said, and that's what I did, trick this little fucker. I said, hey, who's more skilled, him or Greek? He said, Embiid. I said, who plays harder? He said, Greek. I said, exactly. You just proved my point. Greek can't be him.
Ever.
Yeah.
But if he got Greek's
That motor and
that motor,
Unbelievable.
what do you have now?
No.
There you go.
No competition.
No competition. And that's what I'm saying. So it's like I'm taking a jab, but I'm showing him the most high respect. Like, I'm not impressed with your 33.
I'm not rolling.
Give me 36 and above.
Okay.
I'm not rolling, Joe. I'm not rolling.
You're not rolling with Embiid?
You know why? Because he ducked the fucking smoke with Joker.
He might have been hurt.
I don't give a fuck.
Philly fans, in his defense, said he was hurt.
He wasn't, because he played the next game.
Wait, Philly fans, they wasn't there. Philly fans wasn't
They
there.
was in the comments. You know, I read the comments.
I wanted that game to happen because it's the only game that was going to show us the metric between the two during the season.
We gave Joker 42 earlier in the year.
Yeah, that's great.
In
But
Philly.
We talking about now.
We
talking
done-
about the deciding factor of you being the unanimous MVP. Unanimous. Now, granted, Gil has a great point. Like, ain't nobody can stop him. The 52 with the 2 extra nuggets, that's extraordinary, right? But I need that against Joker. Give me 52-17 against Joker. We ain't ever having this conversation again. But the fact that that was ducked, like as a hooper enthusiast, as a real basketball player, when we look at things like that, if I'm in the locker room with Embiid and he don't play this game, I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? We not hooping today? Come on, big fella. Big fella, what we doing? We ain't hooping today? No, not today. Today's the only day for us to hoop. So the fact that we're having this conversation now, I'm like, numbers look good. 52 against ain't no bigs out there. Like you said, Horford ain't gonna be able to guard that. Grant Williams can't guard that. But one guy that might be able to sustain that with a matchup where you gotta guard him and he gotta guard you, I wanna see that. I want that smoke. That's Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield. That's Klitschko. That's heavyweight bout.
But is it?
It is.
I don't think anyone's questioning who's a better player.
Never. I'm talking about the matchup. I'm talking about when you go head to head, when you knock him out, don't come back to me and say nothing about this guy.
But I think that's what confuses people when we're talking MVP. I think people are questioning, do we think Joker's better?
No, not a chance.
Like, we're not saying who's a better player. This is not a who's a better player. We're saying who's having a better year. That's all this is. Yep. If it's them playing one-on-one or something, Embiid would destroy the man every single time.
100%.
That's not what we're saying. Who is having a MVP year, right? And that's where this big debate is. So, even if Embiid scored 52 and 17, right, against him, and we give it to him, and then he loses the next 10 games, right? Joker's back up top.
No,
yes,
it's an MVP performance against an MVP candidate.
You lose the next 10 games and you average 4-5 points and you're getting crushed. This is about a 82 game season. This is not how you did against me type of shit, right? That's not how it works. Even though as hoopers, we will say, yes, he's better than you, but you played well 2 games. How about the other 80?
Well, who we playing against?
It don't matter. You can't beat me for 52 and then duck it the rest of the games, because that's not what this NBA game is about.
That's what I'm saying about that one situation. It's like, don't play 81 games and then duck me on 82. Don't duck me on 82, bro. Like, finish the season on me. Finish it on, and that's why I'm like, look, that's why I respect the hell out of that critique, because it's like, yo, you can't fuck with 52 against the Boston. He been doing it all season. He had a long stretch. I just need that one game. I just need that one game to take it over the top.
Hey, man, that's probably one of them games, man. Listen, you go in and you be like, man, look, my ankle hurt a little bit. I'm kind of tired. Shit, I don't want this motherfucker to get the best of me. You know, a little
Put
hurt.
some ice on there.
A little hurt.
Okay, we're going to talk Joker in a little bit, but it seems like he's still good. You said if Joker averaged a triple-double.
Listen, when we're talking about...
He's damn close, Gary.
When we're talking about the season, right? We're talking about a full season, right? You have 3 men out there just playing their asses off. This last week, all 3 still performing, right? There's not one of them can take a day off.
Right.
That's the bad part, right? Not 3 of them can't rest. Like if Embiid shuts it down right now, and then Joker has triple doubles the rest of this season, Embiid lost this.
Yeah,
right? Sure. Same thing. If these 2 have a really bad week, and Giannis, 48, 50, 48 or some shit, he's back up top. So it's one of those. This is one of those races where it's going to go down to the last game of the season. Yeah. There's like that scoring title with Shaq and David Robinson, and Shaq thought he had it won, so he set out, and then Spurs decided, hey, we're just going to give you the ball the whole game.
Yeah, like 70 on the Clippers.
Yeah, 72 on the Clippers. Just come on, big fella. We go and piss Shaq off.
Yeah.
Right? So it's going to be one of those things where it goes down to the last game, because I swear to God, if I'm Embiid and I sit out and then Joker has 60, 20 and 17. Oh, no, that would hurt. That would hurt my feelings that last. You know what I mean? Because he leaves that last impression.
And it probably gets a bad team too. Like, it's just one of them, like you said, a David Robinson type game where they just throw him, getting the ball every time.
Getting the ball every time. So it's one of those things where it's going to go down to the last game. But at this point in time, I have Embiid up top.
Okay.
I'm with it.
So you can see I adjust to shit.
That's important.
Yeah.
I'm with him up top just because now I'm not rolling with the ducking, right? I'm not rolling with the ducking.
There's one game in a.
I'm not rolling, but I gotta put him at the top of the heap, just because, like he said, he just broke it down beautifully. Like when you talk about those performances, the statistics, how the whole season has panned out. Personally, I don't like the ducking, but globally, overall, you got to put him up there.
And again, at one point you had said that if Embiid could get the Sixers to 2 or 1 seed, it would help his case more.
Yeah,
but they're gonna be locked in at 3. We'll see. They still can make a push for the 2, but I don't envision the Celtics losing their next 2 games. But
you know, this is a question, and I got to go back and look, right? Or one of our fine gentlemen over there will do some research. I think when the Kendrick Perkins and JJ debate came out and it became a white versus black thing, I want to see Joker's numbers after that. I think it seemed like he pulled back, because the one thing he's great at, that's where it dropped. And I think he pulled back and let off the gas and really stopped like searching. Like when you're talking about passing, you're really talking about getting easier shots for everyone else.
Are those guys hitting those shots though? That's the real question.
You're telling me you're hitting them all before he makes these comments? Everybody hit them all before he made these comments, and now it's like.
Are they missing them on
That's
purpose?
why I said if he averages a triple-double, then yeah, that's impressive. Has there ever been a co-MVP?
And that's what I was going to talk to you guys about. There's been co-rookie of the years, never co-MVP. I just think the way it breaks down from a number standpoint to get there, but I wouldn't be mad about it.
Right. I wouldn't.
Would it
all
be the first?
MVPs matter? No.
Listen. Right now I have Embiid, right? He went from third to first. I gotta wait for judgment on that when the season's over with. Mm-hmm. If I'm sitting here like this, splitting it would be the fairest thing. Yeah. It would be the fairest thing, and I don't know why sometimes when you have really tight 49.5s and really tight decisions like that, fucking just split it. Yeah. Right? It's one of those things is where you sometimes you just gotta fucking split things when it's that close and there's really no real winner. But right now I haven't beat.
So if Embiid wins, should Joker be invited to the White House too? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I see what you did there.
But this is hibachi time, so quickly we don't have no topics around these, but we also got to show some love to Donovan Mitchell, who's had 4 straight 40-point games. And Keegan Murray from the Kings becoming the first
that man's
rookie
first team. Okay, that's his first team. He's
D-Wade.
first team guard. I'm just going. There's no question.
In debate, and got to show some love to Keegan Murray too. Became the first rookie to make 200 3-pointers in the season. Mm-hmm. Which I think is more of a testament to this game and how it's played now. That's some wild shit to think about.
Yeah.
Yes.
That rookie just pulling like that.
That
was hibachi time. Now we're gonna turn it up just a notch. Got to go 0 to 100. Real quick.
Quick.
That was a legally safe rendition of Drake's 0 to 100. All right, so let's talk about these Nuggets. We talked about Embiid. We got to talk about Joker. Nuggets lost to the Rockets last night.
Damn.
Joker was minus 21 in 24 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, it was tough. 14 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, but 8 turnovers, 25 minutes. So, after the game, Mike Malone had this to say about the first place team in the West.
And I speak the truth. And me calling us soft tonight isn't something I'm saying to you. I just told our team that. And I dared somebody to challenge me that it wasn't true. No one did. Because we as a group were soft tonight. That, I'm not saying we are soft, but tonight we were.
So I'm not saying we're soft, but we're not soft really, but we were soft tonight. Mm-hmm. So what are the chances 0 to 100 that the Nuggets prove to everyone that they're not soft, even though they don't think they're soft, but they just play soft?
They've been number one the whole season. This is not let's be honest, this is not the Bulls. This is not the 96 Bulls. Mm-hmm. This is not it's not Golden State 73 team. They don't have their foot on no one's throat trying to break no record. It's hard to gauge where they are mentally, but they're doing enough to stay number one, which says a lot about everyone else. If they've played this bad the last 2 months of basketball and they're still up top. Mm-hmm. As a coach, as fans, as players, you don't want to lose to bottom-feeding teams like that. But just like anything in life, those are the easier games to lose because you're looking at them like y'all are just trash. They're looking at you like they're coming up to this game, 100%. Right? These are the games that they went to sleep early. We playing the Nuggets, they number one. We're going to sleep that's those type of games. So it's not one of those things that like, oh, how did you lose to them? Well, it's easier because they're going to play their hardest and we're going to be like, right?
But are the Nuggets one of those type of teams? I mean, I know they're number one in the West.
Obviously, they lost.
But what I'm saying is when you see them on the schedule, like when y'all were coming up, and obviously different time, but like, we're playing Denver. Okay. I'm just saying, it feels like Lakers could be the last team in the league, and dudes are going to get excited because of what that franchise has meant to the league, having all those championships. They're going to, playing in front of Jack Nicholson, Rihanna.
Where Houston ranked that?
Huh?
Where Houston ranked that? Last, right?
In the West.
They're last in the West. That means anyone they play in the West, That's a good game for them.
Good game. For sure.
Yeah,
On the schedule.
Oh, shit, we about to play them. Let's go to sleep early tonight.
I'm putting it up.
Hey,
I'm just saying,
they getting
certainly-
hyped for every game because everybody's in front of them.
But even like a team like the Kings, and more power to them, ended the playoff drought. When you're looking at that game on the schedule, are you getting hyped for that game versus I'm going to play the Warriors?
I believe what you said earlier, the softness, right? What he said. The Nuggets are soft, right? I believe so because they haven't dominated a team, went in and dominated teams they're supposed to, right? I think a team like the Kings with Mike Brown being able to say, we don't take no shit from nobody, right? We are hard-nosed, and we've shown it because we go at guys. Denver, on the other hand, has been number one all season. They could take the gas, they could take the foot off the gas, cruise, still be number one, still get a win, but don't dominate, right? When you're a dominant team and you know you're supposed to win a game, there ain't gonna be no doubt about how we're gonna win this game, especially against a team you're supposed to beat. Now, beating them is one thing, but beating their ass is another thing. Like when I beat your ass, you know when we come back in here, you remember that I beat your ass. So Denver don't got a beat your ass mentality. They don't got any of those players out there, maybe Brown, he the only one to play like, I wanna beat your ass. Everybody else is just kinda,
Finesse.
finesse as hell. So I look at the situation with them like they've been soft all season. And anybody can go in there and beat their ass if you go in there with that mentality. And like you said, with Houston, if we going to sleep early and you see Denver on there, you're like, a bunch of light-skinned niggas on that team. We about to go in here and beat their ass. You feel me? We about to go in here and beat their. And then it's like they got nobody on the other side that's going to combat that. Now, on the other hand, you got De'Aaron Fox. You got, I ain't going to say Harrison Barnes. I'd probably say Malik Monk. Everybody else on that team is just hard-nosed guys. Like, they just want to play. And it's a difference when you playing hard compared to just expecting to win.
When you name those players, and I think about that 2004 Pistons team, right? When we went into practice, and this is real crazy when you think about it like this. When we went into practice for them, we're trying to figure out how to score, right? We're not doing none of their offensive plays. We're trying to figure out how to score against them because they were so dominant and brutal defensively.
Absolutely.
Right? We know Rip is running 1,000 miles an hour, coming off pin downs and moving and cutting. We know big game Chauncey's gonna do his damn thing. We never focused on it. We're trying to figure out how do we score more than 70 fucking 80?
For real.
That is crazy.
But that's why,
Like, we're sitting
even
there,
today to think about,
right?
we get an 80 piece, we can
That
win
is-
this
that
game.
is-
can win the game.
Because
We
remember,
gave it.
there's a moment when they're playing and they're holding NBA teams to women basketball scores.
60 points.
60 points, 78, 70, 80. We're trying to figure out, hey, listen, if we can get to 90, 95, we're doing a damn good job as a male NBA.
Yes.
That's how vicious they were on just the defensive side. They didn't try to outscore you. They just say, y'all aren't gonna score, ever.
Yeah.
And that's when I look at talking about dominant teams, like you had the Bulls, offensively, defensively, you had Golden State offensively, which they play defense too. But when you're talking about a team like that, they just manhandled you.
Yeah. And
I was like when I'm going to sleep, it's like really trying to figure out, all right, okay, I got to attack from the top. All right, they're the weakest at the top. Stay away from the side. Stay away from side pick and rolls. More ISOs where I can see Ben and Rashid loading up from this side versus when I'm coming from this way, I got to go against Rip, who's guarding me, or Chauncey, who's guarding me. Then you got Tayshaun. And then if I sidestep Tayshaun, then I have Ben. Like, that's just a hard fucking road, right? That's just hard coming from the sides. And it was one of those things where if I got 20 in this, good ass game.
Yeah.
20 is 50 against regular season.
But like that 20 then is like 30, 35 now. You know what I mean?
No. 20 against them.
No, what I'm saying is.
No. 20 against them then was like 50 against a regular team.
Yo,
30 against that defensive team was 60 against Kobe.
Wow.
That's how hard that team was.
And let me tell you this, the metrics, right? The analytics behind Larry Brown's strategy defensively was field goal percentage, right? It came from North Carolina. It's how we played in college. We keep the field goal percentage under 35%, under 33%. We know it's going to be a low scoring game, right? So if we push the ball offensively, we run our half court sets and execute, we can keep the score low and have a high percentage field goal. So if we keep you at 33, 35% field goal shooting, we shoot about 44, 45. We know we got an advantage. Now the sway is going to be free throws. So now it's about how aggressive is Chauncey, how aggressive is Rip, is Tayshaun being a factor. Then it's like, all right, Gil saying, if I get 20, we can win with Karan getting 15, or we got a chance.
No. I didn't say nothing about no winning. Don't put those words in my mouth. I said I had a good game.
I had a good game.
If I had 20, I had a good game. I ain't say we was gonna win.
Well, you fucked me up.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give that illusion like this is gonna be a winnable game. No, I was saying I had a good game if I had 20.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so then my point being is the field goal percentage strategy goes for all the defensive teams is to make them take tough shots, scheme up, load up in the nail. Everything you said from the top to the sides, we know those rotations, we know how they're gonna scheme up. You gotta do something different. You can't take bad shots, and that's what we see now. I look at the game now, I'm like, look at these badass shots that need to be converted into points. That long ass 40-foot three-pointer that didn't go in, we coming down. We scoring that.
The reason I was taking advantage is both sides doing it.
Yep.
And the only thing I hate about the threes, the amount of threes they're taking, is you have non-three-pointers takers doing it. Like, there's just some teams that shouldn't be playing this style.
Right.
You don't have Klay Thompson, Curry, Durant on your team, Dame Lillard on your team, Kyrie, Luke. You don't have those guys on your team. Right? You got guys who you're taking, like, I don't even want to throw nobody's name out there, but there's guys in the league today that are taking threes like they're Ray Allen.
Yes.
You're taking as many threes as Ray Allen did. Insane.
Shit, this big man shooting more than
Ray Allen.
Ray Allen shoot. Christian Wood and Jaren Jackson. It's like, where did y'all?
Listen, I shot a lot of threes, and you said a rookie had 205. Because he can just come down, just chuck threes. Like, this part of the game is everyone shoot as many threes, and we can get, like, no, not everybody. Hold on, bro. Why are you shooting the ball?
Why are you shooting that?
Why are you shooting?
Like Patrick Ewing said, do you practice that shot?
We talking about it. It's like, bro, you had to shoot that.
Let me go to the locker room at halftime, and I see five threes.
0 for 5.
Just 5 threes. Who you think you is? You think you Larry Bird? Man, if you don't get your motherfucking ass on
in that block and shoot that motherfucking jump hook.
So one more question on this topic. We talked about the Nuggets, obviously. Mike Malone saying they play soft. Let's talk about the Rockets. And I want to know, who's more upset with this result? Nuggets fans because they got smacked by the Rockets, or Rockets fans because this win isn't helping them in the Wemby sweepstakes? Like, do you want to see your team? If I'm the Rockets right now and I'm a fan, like, lose these games? I don't give a shit if you beat the Nuggets.
Does it matter?
If they're
in last place, right?
No, they're second to last right now.
Second to last. I mean, you get a little bit
I think
more.
the Pistons.
You get a little bit more ping pong balls and a rigged draft. Listen.
Pistons are now the worst team with that. They've essentially locked up. They've locked up the worst, and that's not a guarantee that you'll get the one. Unlike the NFL, where if you're the boo-boo-ish, you getting the number one pick. These ping pong balls, this game of chances, we like to pretend like it's not some shit going on.
It goes back to the Texans, right? When the Texans won that last game, and the coach was supposed to throw the game because they was going to get the number one
It was
pick.
his last fuck
He
you.
was like, fuck this. We're going to win this game. Ultimately, it's
Wait,
like...
he got fired?
Yeah.
Oh, Lovie Smith. I think he got booted.
Okay, how do you? Okay.
Yeah, figure it out.
How do you like? If I'm telling you to lose a game, right?
No, the team was telling him to lose, but he knew he was on his way out. So he was like, ah.
No. What I'm saying is, if I'm going into a game as a coach and I'm telling my guys, hey, we don't supposed to win this game, what the fuck are they supposed to be doing out there?
Exactly.
Like, what is the actual logic of it? Like, you're telling the coach, we don't supposed to win this game. All right, cool. Hey, guys, no, I'm not gonna call no plays. The fuck
I'm not going to get no first down.
like, okay, we're gonna take Steph out, we're gonna take Clay out, so we have less chances to win, and then one of my bench players out there scoring 40.
Yeah.
How do you?
Does that go on in the league when we talk about these things happening? Yeah, because I remember it was years ago, but Pop sat out like Tim Duncan, a bunch of guys. They went to Miami. The NBA got pissed off about it. They almost fucked around and beat the Heat.
But what if they did?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? Like, I'm supposed to lose the game as a coach. So, all right, from my side, the only thing I can control is subbing.
That's it.
Right? Subbing and play calling. At this point, there's no play that says I can guarantee I'll be fucking defeated. Right? So I'm the Warriors. I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and take out Curry. Clay, you sit. Draymond, you sit. Right? Poole, you sit. Wiggins, sit. Woo, I did my job. Right? Hey, fellas, don't worry about no plays. Go out there and play. And these motherfuckers go out there and just hooping.
You got to hope.
I get fired for that? Bitch, I did my job. You should have warned him too. Why you didn't tell these motherfuckers to throw the game?
Ooh,
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do you, as a football player, you say the Texans, as a coach, what am I telling my running back not to just, all right, when you get it, just fall?
And I don't think they're
Quarterback,
saying
just
it.
throw interceptions.
They're not, hey, go out and lose, but it's like, look, we're the worst team in the league right now. If we lose this game, we get the number one pick. But he was like, well, shit, y'all gonna fire me anyway, so.
No,
You can't
you're hoping that you got losers on your team.
Yeah, like,
You gotta hope that
like,
them niggas are loser niggas that are like, we don't really care about winning. Like, if I get the opportunity to play and I got game and these niggas are sitting, oh, it's 50 ball. Oh, I'm trying to win and be like, yeah, we won tonight. Yeah, on me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand that concept of go and lose the game. Everyone has to be involved. And if I'm a player and I get you take all the starters out, that looks like the indication of losing.
Yeah.
But there's guys on the bench who ain't played all season, and you think they're gonna go in and what? Just chuck up shots to miss them, kick the ball out of bounds? Like, I'm trying to figure out, what does everybody think go and lose the game? For me to lose this game, all right, here's the ball, chuck it from half court.
Every time.
Kick the ball out of bounds. Hey, steal it. Oh, there you go. Like, I mean, what the fuck are you
Well,
playing?
I feel like
playing regular basketball, you fuck around win because somebody's on fire.
Well, you saying the real hooper, Al Rashad, like you said, like shit, even in college, I didn't play that much, but I got in. It's like, I'm trying to get these stats. I can't.
It's
You already done
resume.
fucked up my stats by not giving me enough time. I got to come in here and do something so at least the per 36 or the per 40 look good. Like,
You gotta build your resume, man. It's like being down 30 and you get in the game with 10 minutes left or down 40. When I got 10 minutes? I got 10 minutes of whatever? Oh, my resume, I'm trying to go 10 for 10. I'm trying to bring the team back.
Yeah.
By the time it's 2 minutes left, I want it to be down 8. That's how when I checked in and we was down 20, by the time I came out, we was down 7.
well, because that's a fuck you to your coach as well. Like,
Absolutely.
you didn't want to play me? Like, now look.
You
now
should have been
No,
playing me
but-
the whole time.
Give me some
What
more
I'm
burn.
saying is, like, all right, let me find out. Let me be a coach, and I know this team is tanking, right? You are purposely trying to lose this game, right? So you can get benefits.
Yep.
All right, well, fuck you. You sitting your starters out. I'm gonna sit all my starters out. I fuck around and say, hey, we forfeit. Hey, can I do this? Forfeit. Yeah, you get the win. Yeah, you lost. Like what I'm saying is, like, what are we doing here? Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
That's why I say we should not be trying to benefit the mindset of something like that. The mindset of you're consciously going into a situation, purposely doing it. How is this part of the game when you have sportsmanlike conduct rules where if I'm up 20 and you just shot on me and I come down and score, you want to fight me for trying to score when you just tried to fucking score on me. Yeah. We have that part of the game.
That part.
Right? We have, they're stat pattern. We have that part of the game.
Yep.
But you don't have tanking and losing, and you're not frowning upon this bullshit.
Yeah, you're rewarded. Here you go.
Like
Take the generational talent.
Now, let's just say Detroit and Houston, they both have the last game, right? And then both teams decide we're going to sit all our players out. And you're going to reward one of these motherfuckers. It doesn't work with me, man.
It happened with me.
Yeah.
I was with Minnesota my rookie year, end of the year. They set KG down. I remember the game before I had 28. Next game in, they didn't want to put me in because I'm trying to win. Mm-hmm. They was calling plays for Mad Dog to shoot threes. It's documented. Mm-hmm. They was calling play. Dwayne Casey was drawing up Mad Dog. All right, look, we're going to do Mad Dog. Everybody like, what?
Playing with the game.
But we ended up getting Randy Foye at the 4th or 5th pick. I think we were supposed to get Brandon Roy. Ended up getting Randy Foye. But they literally did that for the pick. And for me to witness that, it was so, because I was upset, one, that Ticket would do that, right? But it wasn't really up to him. We talked about like certain guys being like, hey, we just gonna sit you down. This ain't load management. This is just, we just gonna save you.
No, you say some dumb shit like this, like, hey, we last game of the season, we're gonna play you about 5-10 minutes. And you're like, oh, hell no.
Don't play me at all. Don't play me at all.
And just for the record, we got our crackpot research team. Mark Madsen, 1 for 16 from 3 for his career.
Come on, man. And he never hit that.
0 for 7 in 2006. So.
That was the game. 06, that was the game, bro. So it was like, to see that live, I'm like, yo, like this is real. This is a real thing.
I know, it's a real thing. And when you, like, you need to put a stop on tanking. The reason is this. We fucking work too hard at our craft.
Yes, sir.
We practice all summer reading your stupid ass rule books that y'all change and penalize us for being too great at it. You stick your fucking hand out there, that is called illegal defense. If I go up, that's a fucking foul. If you don't like it, tell them move their fucking hands, right? If I get you and I make you jump and I jump into you, stay the fuck down, right? There's too much training going into this sport, legacies in this sport for tanking to be okay. It is. Like it's tanking, that should be a part of gambling. That should be considered like gambling, right?
Point shaving.
You're point shaving. You're purposely doing this shit for a reward.
Talk about it, man.
You're purposely doing something for a reward. What is the difference between motherfucker pay me $20,000 and miss a couple shots? I'm purposely doing it for a reward. Same shit.
Yeah.
Integrity. The integrity of the game is being compromised.
Yep. It's been compromised, but they don't look at it like that because they think it's okay to win these sweepstakes.
And that's a once-in-a-lifetime generational asset.
Who's going to suck enough to get this dude who can make us not suck, but really we still going to suck. We have that loser mentality. Now we're going to fuck up his head because we are literally an organization, but now we're going to switch it up and we want to be winners now. Yeah, I mean.
But think about him if he's a winner and he's like, y'all motherfuckers was losing on purpose to get me here. So what the hell are you going to do now that I'm here?
You ain't purposely lose for the next pick so we can try to build a franchise?
Around you? Come on, man.
It's wild.
It's goofy. Yeah. It's just goofy. It's just goofy bullshit. Like it should be a whole different metrics. Like I'm not gonna reward last place. Nowhere.
Why aren't players speaking up on it though?
Because
shouldn't it be our job to say we not fucking going out here to fucking lose on fucking purpose? What is that?
Because the players don't know. You suck anyway. You ready to go home. You ready to get the fuck out of there. You don't really care.
That's what I mean. If you're on a bad team, this is my last question for y'all. You're on a bad team. At what point are you mentally checking out and just looking forward for this season to be over so I can lock in and get to the off-season routine and get ready for the next year?
Motherfuckers be before All-Star break. Some people right after All-Star break. After All-Star break, man, listen. When I was in Golden State my first year, they had a countdown. I'm hearing by second. By the second, I'm hearing how many seconds we got. It goes days, months, minutes, seconds. Like, God damn, y'all ready to go. Like, ready to go. Cars is being shipped.
Yep.
By the time we get to the last week, motherfucker got a futon in their goddamn house.
And that's the only thing
Yeah,
left.
that's the only thing they got, a goddamn futon. They done shipped everything they got because they know they go. Like, this is crazy as hell. But that's what I witnessed.
Yep.
Right? My last game, 32.
Man.
On the Lakers, I got money to get. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm not passing y'all the ball. Get the fuck out of here. I don't got to see y'all tomorrow.
So you can't really say that it's everybody on those teams.
It's
usually the core guys who played a lot of minutes during the season. They checking out. The other guys is like, man, I got a lot of basketball.
Not everyone on the team is checking out, but as a coach, you just need enough.
Yeah.
Right? If you're trying to lose, when you're talking about tanking, it's not tanking as in, hey, players, we're not trying to win this game. We're trying to get Wemby. Because as a player on the team, you're like, I don't want no motherfucking Wemby. I'm supposed to be the man. Fucking Wemby. I'm the motherfucking man right
my
now.
position.
Right? So a player is not trying to what's it? But at the end of the day, as a coach, I know everyone's strengths and weaknesses. Right? So I know who plays well together. So I know if this guy is a fourth quarter player, I'm going to bench him. I'm going to take his minutes. I'm going to do this. I'm going to fuck these rotations up. I'm going to call these certain plays. Yep. I'm just going to get the rhythm out of the guys who need the ball. And as a player, right? As a player, and you have a certain average in your stuff, and you know this is about to happen, you got to be on that bullshit too.
Yeah.
Like I'm got to be on that bullshit. If I know you fucking with my minutes, like players, I've seen it. Players have clauses in their contract, free throw clauses. Let's say 20 points a game, you get an extra $2 million. 19.9, nothing, right? Motherfucker got 20.1. Check him in the game. 2 minutes in the game, sub his ass out. 19.9. Because here it is. Why the fuck does a losing team want to give up an extra $2 million? That's nasty. Sub out. Our bad.
But then you got teams like the Bucks. I think Drew Holiday hit that game minimum. Get your ass out there, sub. Make sure you get your bread.
Gil, that's nasty.
Yeah, but he's on a winning team.
That's my point.
See, a winning team, they don't care. We winning.
You're making us money.
Come on, you think a losing team wants you to hit your marks? So you got to be smart too. If I got 20.1 and it's the last game of the season, I know they don't want to pay me the extra $2 million on a. Coach.
So do you do that? Do you do that?
Nigga, I come in that motherfucker with universal boots. Motherfucker, I don't know what ankle hurt. I come in, I start walking on one ankle and put the boot on the other. That's how dumb I am. I come in the building with one boot on the right one, switch it to the left. I got a universal one.
So you ain't even dressing out.
Hell no.
Not giving them the option to sub you in. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Because they do
it.
Shit.
I've seen it.
They'll sub your ass in.
I've seen the weirdest, like it let me know early on the business because I'm on a losing team. So one player got a free throw clause, one person got a weight clause, one person got 20 points clause. So I'm seeing all this, the nuance and how everybody's playing the game. Right now I got a guy who has a free throw clause in and he hit his mark. He's shooting 73%. He gets an extra $500,000 for this, right? But he didn't have a minimum or maximum. So he just had a percentage.
Right.
He don't want no free throws no more. So he ain't taking no layups.
Wow.
Jumpers only.
Wow.
Jumpers only. Not a free throw in sight. And when we're in a penalty, that's when he's the least aggressive.
Oh, they're passing it.
Oh, hot potato. Right? Because he wants that extra $500,000. So you can see how the game, like little clauses like that affects the game. I think it's bad for the game when you have incentives, because incentives really becomes a selfish thing towards the end of the season.
Yeah, for sure.
And it can work against you because when you're talking about averaging certain things, you got to remember, those teams don't want you to average to certain things when their money is involved and there's no winning involved. So when incentives kick in, no, bitch, I want all my money. I don't want no, you make an extra, listen, if you telling me I get an extra $20 million to make an all-star team or all NBA, bitch, there ain't no winning coming here. Nobody getting nothing.
For sure.
Right, this is all extra 10. Hey, I'm open. I know you are, but you ain't got extra 20 to get. You ain't got an extra. No, ain't nobody get that ball.
I know you
crazy.
are.
What's crazy with y'all?
I know you are, but so am I.
You don't got no clause. But I'm saying,
I know you are, but so am I.
But you don't have no clause. You know, they don't clause everybody up. I have his ass subbed out. Coach, get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Right now.
I give you $2 million, coach.
Coach, get him out.
Hey, listen. If y'all think, listen, I'm so calculated. This is how calculated I am. When I didn't get voted on the All-Star game, and then they put me in, I sent every coach in the Eastern Conference a fruit basket. Ooh. Thank you for your consideration, blah, blah, blah. Every year I made the All-Star game, those coaches got a fruit basket.
Edible arrangement?
From Gilbert Arenas.
With like
God damn it, I want
the best. The best of the best.
I don't know if it was edible arrangement, you know.
Oh, so you, okay.
But
should have sent all bananas.
But listen, think of what I'm doing. I'm putting my resume in, God damn it.
100%.
Right? If you want a fruit basket, God damn it, vote for me.
Good ass fruit basket.
Some good ass fruit.
Hey, before we go, Rashad, you talked about that Mark Madsen story. So I just want to read off some details from that game. We glossed over it a little bit. But all 7 of his 3-point misses from that season came in that one game. It was the season finale.
Yeah, Gil.
He was one for 15 from the floor for the game, 0 for 2 at the line.
Yeah, Gil.
He hadn't taken a 3-point shot in 135 games in like 1,600 minutes prior to that season. And in a span of 9 minutes in that game, he literally took 44% of his career three-point.
I can't make shit up. I'm not over here to motherfucking throw no gas up in the air. Goddamn, I'm gonna tell you how it is, what I seen. I seen the shit.
Now, nobody got fined, huh?
Nobody got fined, fired, nobody, they didn't even make a conversation about it.
Nobody got fined. You can play with the game like that, nobody got fined.
We partied afterwards.
I mean, it's the end of the season. But what I'm saying is that no one gets fined for even introducing this.
Yeah.
Like, this is not, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I worked, listen, ain't no damn way that would have happened while I was playing. Because either not play, don't put me on the court with this dude. Not with him. I don't take nothing personal with Mark, but the fact that coach you would even do this. Right? So that means I'm not playing, right? That means none of our starters is playing.
Right.
That means none of the top 8 that work their ass off is playing. So you basically playing the last 5, they're gonna play 48 minutes. 100%. And then we can sit there like some fanboys and cheer these sorry motherfuckers off.
Every time.
But what we're not gonna do is we're not gonna pretend this is a regular game and then you sitting here doing this. Like I did this once. So coaching AAU, we're 2-0, right? It's a 3-game championship chance, right? I'm 2-0, and then they told me before the game, right? They said, all right, look, this game don't matter. Mm-hmm. You guys, who you're playing against, you're gonna play again in the championship, the way the schedule worked out, so you're playing the same team twice. So I said, so this game don't count. They were like, no. So I said, all right, look, team, listen, I'm usually hard on you fuckers, right? Your parents over here crying and looking at me bad because I'm not putting your sorry ass in and they paid this money, but like I tell them, you sorry, right? And I don't know what sport that sorry gets in the game, like it's normal. Like, look at the NBA roster. There's players on that team that you've never seen before, right? But they on the team, that's your son, right? But we have a free game to give away. So, guys, go out there. You guys think y'all Steph Curry. How about this? This is the rule. All y'all shoot threes. Only. I don't want to see a layup in sight. If you even think about going to the layup. If you even think about doing a motherfucking move. I'm subbing you out. All you getting benched, right? We're a pressing team. I don't want you to press. I don't want to show them nothing we do. Yep. I want to scout them.
Yep.
Right? We're going out there and watching them. Chucking threes like, no, this shit look horrible. Ooh, that was a bad idea. These motherfuckers suck, right? And but I'm watching them. I want to watch who their best player is. Okay, he's lefty. He does this. He does. They beat us by like 30, right? They tried to use that as the championship game and said, why would we want to play them in a championship? So I told, so they came up to me and said, all right, look, so that was the last, I know you don't want to get it beat down like that again. I said, wait, hold on. You're not going to do that to our kids. You said this was a giveaway game. I, as a coach, gave my team freedom for the first time. Right? You put that fucking trophy away. You can put our name on it. We're going to beat the shit out of the sorry-ass team. Right? So you can go tell a little dude over here who's smiling and shit with his little parents, he's going to have a hard next game. Championship game blew them the fuck out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Press for the beginning. But like, I told my team, all of them, hey, this is a fuck-around game. All right? This is a fuck-around game. But so you sit there and warm ups, you slept early, and then now you come into the game and Mark Masson out here shooting motherfucking threes, and I'm like, well, what's this?
Bro.
Let me know beforehand.
Oh, fuck that. I'm coming off a national championship. I'm rookie season. I'm coming in. I got a winner's mentality going through the whole season in which I'm fighting for my minutes, trying to get on the court to help the team win, which Dwayne Casey didn't like to play rookie, so I didn't have the opportunity to come in and help my team the way I wanted. So with my mentality, I'm like, man, I'm coming from a culture of we don't give them country boys nothing. Fuck them. You mean to tell me he get to shoot 7 threes? And you not drawing no plays up for me to come in and give us a chance to win?
That's a bad look.
What? So what does that do to my mentality as a young player coming into this league saying this is how we doing business?
I mean, I would say, shit, here we are 17 years later, and that's some shit, if I'm in your position, like, I will remember that for the rest of my life.
And you see this motherfucker did.
I'm saying 17.
Details.
Because I'll still be heated.
Because I'm like, yo, this is what I had to deal with for 4 years. And we had this conversation on the first time I came on y'all show. Like, what is it like being the guy that cares so much about playing and everybody else is like, what we doing tonight? We just got toasted by 40. You don't care? Bro, I can't sleep. Like, what do I need to do more? And then it's like, damn, man, they really don't want you to do more because they're trying to get this pick next year.
And that's the double-edged sword that no one's paying attention to. When you're a bottom-feeding team, right, you're purposely losing. You have a loser's mentality. What are you actually drafting?
Man.
You're drafting a winning mentality.
Absolutely.
You're drafting a guy who's been winning for years. That's why he's that good. That is a clash.
Man.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
You got to somehow turn this losing mentality to winning mentality overnight, not to offend him.
Yep.
Because what happens is there's more of you to offset him, right? He's coming in trying to fit in at first.
Yep.
And he's gonna consume more losing mentality than what he was accustomed to. What a real vet was like, hey, don't get used to this. There's some bullshit over here. Do not get used to this losing. That's why you be hearing shit like that, because you're taking you're picking a winner to a loser's mentality. When you think about winners and winners, the greatest of the greats, Magic Johnson didn't go into no losing situation. There was no loser mentality over there.
Real talk.
Right? There was no losing mentality. Tim Duncan, that wasn't no losing mentality franchise. Right? Those were winning mentalities. So when you're talking about drafting and you're a tanking team, you're sitting there getting somebody like Wemby, who's winning mentality for a reason.
Yep.
Scoot, Henderson. Right? These guys are animals, and you're taking them into a situation where you guys are fucking borderline losers.
What does it make you? It turns you into an alcoholic. You know what happens? You go out and you fucking drink away your sorrows because we're losing.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to figure out how to cope with it.
It's like, man, I'm gonna go party. Cause you know what? We fucking lost. And I remember doing interviews and they'd be like, well, you 5 for 5, 20 points, man, how do you feel? Who gives a fuck? We lost. Oh, fuck about 20 points, we fucking lost. I'm trying to figure out how to win, because that's what I care about. So then it's like, I'm keep hearing this losing thing, and and it's acceptable throughout the locker room. No one else is mad like me. It's like, maybe I'm doing the wrong thing here. I'm caring a little too much. Let me go out with them and stop being the outcast. I'm being the guy that's like the difference maker and the energy in the locker room. So let me just fit in with the guys. So what we doing tonight, guys? I guess we shouldn't be talking about Kobe 60 and let's talk about how many bottles we popping tonight.
Sounds like a locker room I've been in.
Well, not to end on a down note, but this is some real shit, man. So we, appreciate the conversation, discussion. I think for you people out there, try to be a winner. Being a loser is easy.
No, that's not facts. It's easy being a fucking loser.
Yeah, if winning was easy, anybody could do it. But that's our show for today. We appreciate y'all pulling up to Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. Woo, 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 woo. Tomorrow, our last show for the week, and then we will be live all next week. See y'all tomorrow.
Wait.